Building approvals are up over 28%. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your Stein, let's have a look at this media release from the ABS about building approvals. Good news for all of you in the game because, well, dwelling approvals are up over 28%. So the total number of dwellings approved rose 28.1% in seasonally adjusted terms in August, following an 18.2% decrease in July. Okay, so this is looking good, but we took a bit of a hit in July. You've got to keep that in mind, everyone. So, according to data today released by the ABS, and this was released a couple of days ago, Daniel Rossi, head of construction statistics at the ABS, said approvals for private sector dwellings, excluding houses, rose 99.1% in August, with a sharp bounce back in apartment approvals driving the result. The strong upward movement in August follows a weak July result, which had the lowest number of other residential dwellings approved since January 2012. That's a big jump, 99.1%. This is a good sign. I mean, these are approvals, so it's a future pipeline of work going forward. Approvals for private sector houses rose 4.1% in August, following a 0.8% increase in July. Across Australia, the number of dwelling approvals rose in all states in seasonally adjusted terms. Approvals rose in New South Wales by 70.6%, Victoria 19.4%, Western Australia 13.6%, Queensland 9.5%, Tasmania 3.9%, and South Australia 3.5%. The result in approvals for private sector houses varied across the states. Approvals rose in New South Wales 12.7%, Western Australia 8.9%, and Victoria 1.2%. In contrast, approvals for private sector houses fell in South Australia at 4.5% and Queensland at 0.1%. The value of total building approvals rose 23.5% in August, following a 14.8% decrease in July. The value of total residential building rose 28.5%, comprising of a 32.6% increase in new residential building and a 5.4% increase in alterations and additions. The value of non-residential building rose 15.1% after falling 21.5% in July. And here we have dwelling units approved by building type seasonally adjusted. Now, total dwellings is light blue, private sector houses here is dark blue, and private sector dwellings excluding houses is here. So pretty much apartments. Now this, what we see here, guys, this is home builder. Now, the concern was that home builder would overheat the market, that this projects here, we'll draw that there, was future work that might be brought forward. So this work here is what was moved to here. That's the concern. Now, are we going to see, housing continue around this 10,000 mark, which is kind of what you want, or are we going to see it, for a little bit and then maybe go back down? Now, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing a decline. We're returning, if anything, we're returning to a little bit above normal levels. Now, think about that. This is 10,000 approvals per month too, by the way, of private sector houses. Apartments, they're a bit all over the place. They've got some room to move. So when the government does things like, shared equity for 10,000 houses, or over a year or even 2 years, or 2%, 5% government loan guarantees, you've got to look at the numbers that they're actually injecting into the market. So there you go, guys. A good sign. Building approvals are up, but more so they're not falling. That's what we want to keep an eye on. Apartments, I mean, you did look at that. Boom, 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 boom. I tend to avoid the developer sector, guys, with apartments. I don't play in that as an architect. We don't play much in residential housing either, to be honest. We're at the moment a lot of education work, which is good because, a stable source of, or a sector there's always demand, particularly in a growing state like Queensland. Now, the thing to worry about is we've had this huge spike. But what this caused is we may not be seeing a decrease in building approvals, but we're certainly seeing a decline in builders. If you have a look at any of the videos I've done about the construction apocalypse, there are a whole lot of builders that have gotten into trouble that have just exited out of the market, have gone under, have gone liquidated, or have gone, stuff this, I'm going to go fishing. Now, if our supply or demand, and this is demand, building approvals is demand, if that continues at this level, but our capacity is lower, what's that going to do to price? What it always does, guys. What it always does. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. Are you in the building game? How busy are you? What's your outlook in the future? Let us know in the comments below. If you're a fan and want to support us, there are a few ways you can. Financially on YouTube. Actually, first, look at our other channels, Heise BIM and HeiseSays International, for other content I discuss. And you can support us financially on YouTube or Patreon using our referral links, buying our pocket squares, or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays.